What's up, collective? So yeah, we don't like fake lights here, so it's a little dark. I could have turned one on, but we're gonna keep the mood lighting. My name is Jessie. I'm an intuitive reader. Feeling some heaviness in my chest right now. I'm gonna tap in and bring you guys a collective message. So yeah, the warfare is really, the mental warfare is really heavy right now. Let me just see if they give me more information on that. So, yeah, like there's a dark magic. So it's wanting you to not feel, I guess, I think it's like a not wanting you to feel supported. Okay. I see. So like what you've kind of come to an acceptance of the financial situation that you're in, whatever that is, whatever level of lack. I'm just kidding. I would never, and I'm definitely not putting that out there. Whatever kind of like the financial situation that you're in, if you're still dealing with breadcrumbing or like whatever it is, you're kind of just like laying low about it. You've come, okay, that's interesting. You've come to an understanding that making a ruckus about it is just feeds whatever the, I guess you're just like, you don't want to play the blame game anymore, and you want to, you're pissed off. I feel the anger, like you're pissed off about it, but you're in acceptance that you don't getting aggressive about it is gonna waste your energy, because you just have to keep coming back into this kind of like heart acceptance about it. It does feel like there's something deeper that you're tying your worth. I'm feeling it too. Like there's a level of this that I'm working through too. It's not the same for a feminine, but still, like I have this as well of like wanting to be more self-sufficient. So, and wanting to have options like financial freedom. So it's maybe wanting more freedom, but also like there's a tie to your self-worth, which is probably what the universe is working out right now, so that you're able to, they're giving it to me like that your higher self or your soul, the path that you really chose is to be able to have a lot of freedom in creating. And so you're going to have to like work through this is the first time I've ever heard this. There was the first time you're going to have to like work through this. You're attaching your value to money, because you're not going to be able to have that freedom if you attach to it at all. So, that's interesting. Okay, let's keep going. I don't want to get caught in too many spaces here. Yeah, because injustice is out here with the King of Pentacles. So I think that there's somebody who's acting as a character in your life that's bread. I'm getting breadcrumbing just because that's also what I'm going through. So it's like they're breadcrumbing you, and the divine is pretty much saying you have to let go and let it play out the way that it's gonna play out. Like that's kind of the energy that I'm getting from it. And so having to watch the injustice, something about that is very aggravating. But there's something about needing to surrender that. And I don't know, like there will be some kind of shift that happens that brings you some clarity, I'm sure. Yeah, because like the judgment with this, yeah, like the divine is watching over your resource situation. So they're kind of like, it's just so interesting because this has come up so many times, and I do have that part of me that's just like, okay, but why? So anyway, it's something probably like where really like you want to be able to be in your heart space more, but there's this attachment that it's giving me, okay, that I hate this analogy, but it's giving me like a bottle feeding energy where it's like something about, and I'm sorry, if I think of a better analogy, I'll give it, but like, because the mother wound healing has been coming up, and the feeling of abandonment has been really hard to move through alone. It's been very painful for me. So I think that's where in some way having money makes you feel, it gives you, like, there are a lot of things. It's not just money. Like there's all kinds of things that you feels like you being on the nipple. Like it just gives you that feeling of security. So somewhere along the line you attach that with money. And so, the divine is like, you're ready now. You've got to let this one go so that you can release your heart, like release these shackles on your heart so that you can create. That's really going to bring you like happiness. Teddy, you gotta go to the back. Teddy, you gotta go to the back room if you get loud. Okay, there was one other thing. So all the things that you're moving through right now what they're giving me is like it's heightening your discernment and your ability to come back and I know and use your mind to move with clarity. And that's one of the things that I'm gonna try to get through this with him. I'm very low today. One of the things that water moons like it's just something I've personally noticed because I know my kid doesn't. I don't know for sure, but I know his emotional experience is vastly different from mine. So, and the way he processes things, and he tends to have like very very Uranus energy when he's dealing with his emotions versus like feel it much more intensely. Like I pretty much always cry, like fetal position, holding myself and stuff. So it's just very different. He's a different age and stuff like that too. But anyway, what I've noticed with water moons is that you have like an innate psychic ability, and because you pick up on a lot of the things around you, so it's like this continuous journey of being able to filter it, like process it, so it's not staying stuck in your body, and also so that it's not something that you're constantly attaching to, like this is mine, or being mad at people because you're having to move through stuff. I don't tend to that one's not one I struggle with as much, but it does happen. Or will like get snappy with people because I'm having to like move through something, or I'm exhausted or something. Teddy, back room, please. Phil, let me finish this. Back room, go, because I asked you to. Now, Teddy. Now, go to the back room, because I asked you to. Go. Take your puppy back there. Go to the back room until I'm finished. Right now, not in 5 minutes. Go. Okay, there's one more thing I was gonna say, and I'm trying my best to let go and not, the hard, many things, but like one of the harder things about this twin flame thing situation is like, I'm trying to understand what I'm supposed to be learning. And then also like when I need to be going within and just, doing my own inner thing versus like speaking. And I remember seeing, and I think in general, I know this about the masculine, is like they have this fear of loss when it comes to like, in general, I think like when things fall apart in their life, it feels like a loss. It feels like an L, but it's like deeper than that. It feels like they lost something, like it's a grievance and stuff. And so I think that there's a similar like experience that they have with their feminine, of feeling like if she's not with me, I'm gonna lose her or something like that. And but that doesn't justify like people stalking me all the time. I mostly don't focus, that part doesn't bother me as much as like the degree of stalking where people are following me around on all of my like pages and commenting on other comments that I'm making, and you're suffocating me. And I have to speak out about it. Like it's fucked up. Like it's making me want to kill myself. Like it's making me not want to show up and do anything. And I have a life, I have a child, I have a right to be showing up and doing service work and speaking and standing up for myself. You don't actually ever lose your twin. I mean, they could leave the earth, and then then you really do lose them. But aside from that, like, you don't actually lose them. And I don't generally have suicidal ideation. I have had it a few different times, but it's not something that I just like constantly live with. But being suffocated online, when that's the only place I have to show up to express myself and to speak about things I'm going through, and I'm hoping to get a therapist, that's a goal. But until that point, I need to have places to express myself so that I don't want to die. So I don't know what else to say about it. I don't want to keep harping on it, but it's in my reality, and I don't have answers or like more understanding. And I want to have compassion however I can for my person, but I'm also a person who needs to be able to live their life. Okay. Good luck, everybody. I love you. And I hope that the heaviness breaks soon. All right.